Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today's Monday, October 7th, 2024. Today I'm going to recap the baseball playoffs from the weekend. Look ahead to today's playoff games. Then we have NFL, college football, WNBA playoffs, soccer, golf, NASCAR, news and notes, and best bets. So a busy Monday show. So we'll start with baseball. The playoffs have been really fun and controversial for the most part. And we'll look ahead to today. We'll begin with Saturday. Guardians over the Tigers 7-0 in Game 1 of the ALDS. NLDS Game 1, Mets over the Phillies 6-2. ALDS Game 1, Yankees over the Royals 6-5. NLDS Game 1, Dodgers over the Padres 7-5. Yesterday, National League. Both games were in the National League. Phillies over the Mets 7-6 on a walk-off single by Nicholas Castellanos to even up that series at 1 apiece. And the Padres destroyed the Dodgers 10-2 to even up that series at 1 apiece as their stars show up and out. And Jack Flaherty was an abomination in his Dodger playoff debut. 2 games tonight, both of the American League, 4 o'clock on TBS, Tigers, Guardians. So you have on the mound Tariq Skubal and Matt Boyd. The Tigers are actually favored in this game. -130. The Guardians are +110, over under 6. Overs -114, unders -106. Tigers -1.5, +146. Guardians +1.5 is -176. 6 is such a low number, but it's Skubal. I have to pick the under. And then tonight, 7:30 on TBS, Royals-Yankees Game 2. We have Carlos Rodon and Cole Ragans. The Yanks are -152. The Royals are +128. Over under 7.5. Overs -108. Unders -112. Royals +1.5 is -170. Yankees -1.5 +140. I don't know if this is going to be the game KC wins, but I could see it. And then I could see the Yankees winning a couple in Kansas City. But I'm going to go with the over, but I don't feel good about it. And honestly, the Yankees probably should not have won that game on Saturday night because Jazz Chisholm was clearly out and he was safe. But hey, the Yankees took advantage. A win's a win. And the Royals need to bounce back from that. I mean, it's not guaranteed the Royals would have won. But the Yankees took advantage of a bad call and it propelled them. So, at gunpoint, who wins today? I'm going to say the Tigers and the Royals, but I don't feel good about it. Alrighty. Now move on to football. We'll recap yesterday's results and look ahead to tonight's game. Vikings over the Jets 23-17. Ravens over the Bengals 41-38 in overtime. Jaguars over the Colts 37-34. Dolphins over the Patriots 15-10. Commanders over the Browns 34-13. Texans over the Bills 23-20. Bears over the Panthers 36-10. Broncos over the Raiders 34-18. Cardinals over the 49ers 24-23. Giants over the Seahawks 29-20. Packers over the Rams 24-19. And the Cowboys beat the Steelers 20-17 on Sunday Night Football. But this was a crazy game, that Cowboys-Steeler game. That was a lightning delay, and there was hail. So that was just a weird game. I went 3-2 in Fab 5 this week, so that's not bad. All right, tonight, 8:15 on ESPN, Saints-Chiefs. Monday Night Football. My projections for this game: Saints by 9.5, total 45 and 3/20, and it's only 5.5 and 43.5. I'm getting a gift right now. I am getting a gift. I'm laying points with the Chiefs. I love this bet so much. I get it. No Rashee Rice. No Pacheco. No Hollywood Brown. I get it. But I don't trust the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Absolutely not. I am getting a gift. I am laying points with the Chiefs. So I'm laying 5.5 with the best player in football. Yeah, he's still the best guy in football until somebody beats him in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs minus the 5.5. That is, oh my God. I mean, I loved the Steelers last night, but that bit me in the ass. I mean, that was a weird game. Shit happens, but I'm going to lay 5.5 in Kansas City. Nothing crazy is going to happen. Who dat ain't doing that tonight? All right, now we're on to college football. We will recap the weekend's results. It was a fun weekend in college football as well. We will begin with Friday night. Jacksonville State over Kennesaw State, 63-24. Houston over TCU, 30-19. Number 6, Oregon over Michigan State, 31-10. Syracuse over number 25, UNLV, 44-41 in overtime. And then Saturday, number 7, Penn State over UCLA, 27-11. Number 25, Texas A&M over number 9, Missouri, 41-10. SMU over number 22, Louisville, 34-27. Wisconsin over Purdue, 52-6. Northern Illinois over UMass, 34-20. Virginia over BC, 24-14. Pitt over Carolina, 34-14. Wake over NC State, 34-30. Navy over Air Force, 34-7. Army over Tulsa, 49-7. Tulane over UAB, 71-20. Western Michigan over Ball State, 45-42. Number 3, Ohio State over Iowa, 35-7. Number 5, Georgia over Auburn, 31-13. Number 12, Ole Miss over South Carolina, 27-3. Number 23, Indiana over Northwestern, 41-24. UConn over Temple, 29-20. Virginia Tech over Stanford, 31-7. Marshall over App State, 52-37. Toledo over Miami, Ohio, 30-20. Bowling Green over Akron, 27-20. Charlotte over East Carolina, 55-24. Nebraska over Rutgers, 14-7. West Virginia over Oklahoma State, 38-14. Vanderbilt upsets number 1 Alabama, 40-35. Oregon State beats Colorado State, 39-31 in double overtime. Number 15, Clemson over Florida State, 29-13. Number 20, Boise State over Utah State, 62-30. Coastal Carolina over Old Dominion, 45-37. Arkansas State over South Alabama, 18-16. Yale Monroe over James Madison, 21-19. Louisiana over Southern Miss, 23-13. Arkansas over number 4, Tennessee, 19-14. Washington over number 10, Michigan, 27-17. Minnesota over number 11, USC, 24-17. Number 16, Iowa State over Baylor, 43-21. San Jose State over Nevada, 35-31. Florida over UCF, 24-13. Georgia Tech over Duke, 24-14. Arizona State over Kansas, 35-31. San Diego State over Hawaii, 27-24. Number 8, Miami over Cal, 39-38 as they come back from 25 down. And Texas Tech over Arizona, 28-22. So that was college football. Now move on to the WNBA playoffs. We have results to go over from the weekend. We'll start with Friday. Lynx over the Sun, 90-81 to take a 2-1 series lead. And the Aces over the Liberty, 95-81 to force a Game 4. And then yesterday, Liberty over the Aces, 76-62 as they advance to the WNBA Finals for the second consecutive year. We'll see who their opponent's going to be because the Sun beat the Lynx 92-82 to force a Game 5 tomorrow night. So that is going to be a big deal. And I can't wait to pick that game on tomorrow's show. All right, now we'll move on to soccer. We'll go over the results from the weekend, and we do have some games to go over for today. We will begin with Premier League. All right, so Saturday, Liverpool over Crystal Palace 1-0, Arsenal over Southampton 3-1, Brentford over Wolves 5-3, Leicester over Bournemouth 1-0, Man City over Fulham 3-2, West Ham over Ipswich 4-1, Everton Newcastle 0-0 draw. Sunday, Aston Villa and Man United 0-0 draw, Chelsea Nottingham Forest 1-1 draw, Brighton over Tottenham 3-2. MLS. Saturday, Miami over Toronto 1-0. Atlanta over the Red Bulls 2-1. Charlotte over CF Montreal 2-0. Columbus over Philly 3-2. Orlando over Cincy 3-1. DC United over New England 2-1. Minnesota over Vancouver 1-0. LAFC over KC 3-0. St. Louis over Houston 3-0. Seattle over Colorado 1-0. Galaxy over Austin 2-1. Salt Lake over San Jose 1-0. And then yesterday, NYCFC over Nashville 3-1. Portland Dallas 0-0 draw. Women's League. Friday, Chicago over Houston 2-0. Angel City over Seattle 1-0. Saturday, North Carolina over San Diego 2-1. Gotham over Bay FC 5-1. KC over Louisville 2-0. Utah over Portland 2-1. And yesterday, Orlando over Washington 2-0. Liga MX Friday, Mazatlan Querétaro 2-2 draw. Tijuana over Pachuca 2-1. Saturday, Athletic St. Louis over Monterrey 1-0. Cruz Azul over Necaxa 3-0. Tigres over Puebla 1-0. Toluca UNAM 1-1 draw. Atlas over Guadalajara 3-2. And America Leon 1-1 draw. And then yesterday, Juarez over Santos 2-0. Bundesliga Friday, Augsburg over Gladbach 2-1. Saturday, Union Berlin over Dortmund 2-1. Leverkusen Holstein Kiel 2-2 draw. Wolfsburg over Bochum 3-1. Freiburg over Bremen 1-0. Mainz over St. Pauli 3-0. And then yesterday, RB Leipzig over Heidenheim 1-0. Frankfurt Bayern 3-3 draw. And Stuttgart Hoffenheim 1-1 draw. Spanish La Liga. Leganes Valencia 0-0 draw. Saturday, Espanyol over Mallorca 2-1. Getafe Osasuna 1-1 draw. Celta Vigo over Las Palmas 1-0. Real over Valladolid 2-1. Real Madrid over Villarreal 2-0. And then yesterday, Girona over Athletic 2-1. Barcelona over Alaves 3-0. Sevilla over Betis 1-0. Real Sociedad Atletico 1-1 draw. Serie A. Friday, Napoli over Como 3-1. And Verona over Venezia 2-1. Saturday, Udinese over Lecce 1-0. Atalanta over Genoa 5-1. Inter Milan over Torino 3-2. And then yesterday, Juventus Cagliari 1-1 draw. Bologna Parma 0-0 draw. Lazio over Empoli 2-1. Monza AS Roma 1-1 draw. And Fiorentina over Milan 2-1. French League 1. Friday, Marseille Angers 1-1 draw. Saturday, Saint Etienne Auxerre 3-1. Lille over Toulouse 2-1. And Monaco over Rennes 2-1. And then yesterday, Lyon over Nantes 2-0. Brest over Le Havre AC 2-0. Reims over Montpellier 4-2. Strasbourg Lens 2-2 draw. And Nice PSG 1-1 draw. USL. Friday, Monterrey Bay over Phoenix 2-1. Saturday, Charleston Detroit 2-2 draw. Loudoun over Hartford 2-0. Indy in Louisville 2-2 draw. Pittsburgh over Miami 4-0. Rhode Island over Tampa 3-1. Memphis Oakland 1-1 draw. El Paso over Tulsa 1-0. San Antonio over Sacramento 2-1. And Vegas Orange County 1-1 draw. And then yesterday, North Carolina over Birmingham 3-2. ELC. Friday, Sunderland Leeds 2-2 draw. Saturday, Burnley Preston 0-0 draw. Norwich City over Hull 4-0. Portsmouth Oxford United 1-1 draw. Sheffield Wednesday over Coventry 2-1. Derby over QPR 2-0. Plymouth over Blackburn 2-1. Sheffield United over Luton 2-0. Swansea Stoke 0-0 draw. Watford over Borough 2-1. West Brom over Millwall. Or West Brom Millwall 0-0 draw. And then on Sunday, Bristol City Cardiff 1-1 draw. Dutch Eredivisie. Friday, Willem over Almere City 1-0. Saturday, NAC Breda over NEC 1-0. PSV over Sparta 2-1. FC Utrecht over RKC Waldrick 3-2. And then yesterday, Go Ahead Eagles over Heracles 4-1. Feyenoord over FC 22-1. Heerenveen PSV Zwolle 1-1 draw. Ajax over FC Groningen 3-1. And Fortuna over AZ Alkmaar 1-0. Scottish Premiership. Saturday, Kilmarnock over Dundee 3-2. Motherwell over Hibernian 2-1. Dundee United over St. Mirren 1-0. And yesterday, Celtic over Ross County 2-1. Aberdeen over Hearts 3-2. And Rangers over St. Johnstone 2-0. And then the Pro League. Friday, Al Khalij over Al Khalod 1-0. Al Raid over Cal Qadsiya 2-0. Damak over Al Shabab 1-0. And then Saturday, Al Nasser over Al Oroba 3-0. Al Tawun over Al Fateh 2-0. And Al Hilal over Al Ali 2-1. Real quickly, I'm going to see what's going on today in soccer. So there's absolutely no notable soccer today at all. Just English League 2. And then tomorrow we have the EFL Trophy, which is a huge deal. And then Spanish Copa del Rey is Wednesday. CONCACAF, we have the Nations League. So, very busy soccer week coming up from an international standpoint. Okay, now we will do golf. We will look at the results from the Sanderson Farms Championship. Your winner in a playoff, 23 under with the playoff score of 3, Kevin Yu. Coming in second, score of 23 under, playoff score of 4, Bayo Hostler. Tied for third with 22 under, Keith Mitchell and Lucas Glover. Tied for fifth with 21 under, Alex Smalley and Bud Cawley. 7th with 20 under, Daniel Berger. Tied for 8th with 19 under, Mackenzie Hughes, Harry Springer, and Michael Thibjorsen. Tied for 11th with 18 under, Patton Kazir, Ryan Fox, Seamus Power, Emiliano Grillo, and Jacob Bridgman. Tied for 16th with 17 under, Matthias Schmidt, Vincent Willey, Ben Coles, Gary Woodland, Brant Snecker, Ricky Fowler, and Eric Cole. Tied for 23 with 16 under, Stefan Yeager, Andrew Novak, Young Goulet, Jonathan Vegas, and Ryan Hall. Tied for 28th with 15 under, Henrik Norlander, Justin Lauer, Nate Hardy, Nick Dunlap, Charlie Hoffman. Tied for 33rd with 14 under, Chandler Phillips, Doug Gim, Sean Kim, and Paul Bargen. Tied for 37th with 13 under, Scott Stevens, D.A. Skins, Wesley Bryan, or David Skins. I'm thinking of D.A. points. Mac Meisner and Ben Griffin. Tied for 42nd with 12 under. I'm going to do notables now because of time. Trey Mullinex, Taylor Moore, Luke List, Trevor Crow, Kevin Stroman, Austin Smotherman. Tied for 48th with 11 under, Martin Laird, Will Gordon, Lucas Hodges, Matt Neesmith, Carson Young. Tied for 55th with 10 under, Bill Haas, Nate Lashley, Jason Hadley. Tied for 61st with 9 under, Roger Sloan, Callum Tarrant. Tied for 63rd with 8 under, Joseph Burlett, Sammy Valimaki, Mark Hubbard, Bryce Garnett. Among those cut, Tyler Duncan, Taylor Montgomery, C.T. Pond. And by the way, Montgomery withdrew. That was a mistake. So C.T. Pond, Tyler Duncan, Zach Blair, Mavic Neely, Hayden Buckley, Robert Bram, Camila Vegas, Cam Champ, Davis Riley, Nicholas Echeverria, Chesner V, Peter Malnati, J.J. Spawn, Adam Svensson, Joel Dahman, J.B. Holmes, Sam Ryder, Grayson Higo, Pearson Cootie, Trevor Whitney, Philip Knowles, Seungwoo Kim, Justin Sue, Harry English, Kevin Tway, Patrick Rogers, Eric Barnes, Parker Cootie, Matt Trainer, Kevin Doherty. All right, now move on to NASCAR. We have results to talk about from the weekend. We will start with truck. Your winner, Grant Effinger. Second, Taylor Gray. Third, Danny Dye. Fourth, Raja Karuth. Fifth, Lawless Allen. Sixth, Christian X. Seventh, Ryan Reed. Eighth, Stephon Parsons. Ninth, Brett Holmes. 10th, Spencer Boyd. The rest, Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Stuart Freese, and Tanner Ankrum. Clay Greenfield, Corey Roper, Danny Bone, Mason Maggio, Caden Honeycutt, Jason White, Norm Benning, Nick Sanchez, Matt Crafton, Dawson Sutton, Chase Purdy, Keith McGee, William Sawalich, Lane Riggs, Jake Garcia, Tanner Gray, Matt Mills, Dean Thompson, Connor Zilich, Johnny Sauter, Ben Rhodes, and Bailey Curry. Xfinity from Talladega. Your winner, Sammy Smith. I think I called that one. I think I picked him. Or was it Chandler Smith? Ryan Sieg, Riley Herbst, Sheldon Creed, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Jeb Burton, David Starr, Brennan Poole, Kyle Sieg. And that's your top 10. And then rounding it out, AJ Allmendinger, Parker Kligerman, Tommy Joe Martins, Leyland Honeyman, Ryan Ellis, Matt DiBenedetto, CJ McLaughlin, Blaine Perkins, Eric Almirola, Dean Thompson, Joey Gase, Cody Ware, or Carson Ware, Austin Hill, Dylan Lupton, Justin Algier, Cole Custer, Carson Cavapel, Brandon Jones, Anthony Alfredo, Parker Retzlaff, Kyle Weatherman, Taylor Gray, Jordan Anderson, Josh Williams, Shane Van Gisbergen, Jeremy Clements, Nick Leitz, and Sam Meyer. Cup Series from Talladega. Your winner, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Second, Brad Keselowski. Third, William Byron. Fourth, Kyle Larson. Fifth, Eric Jones. Sixth, Chris Bell. Seventh, Justin Haley. Eighth, Austin Dillon. Ninth, Bubba Wallace. 10th, Denny Hamlin. The rest, Martin Truex Jr., Cody Ware, Ty Gibbs, Carson Osmar, Shane Van Gisbergen, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, Corey LaJoie, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Zane Smith, BJ McLeod, Todd Gilliland, Anthony Alfredo, Noah Gragson, Daniel Suarez, JJ Gilly, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, John Hunter Nemechek, Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Harrison Burton, Ryan Preece, Josh Berry, Michael McDowell, Daniel Hemrick, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain. So there you have it for NASCAR. Now we will move on to news and notes. There's a lot of things that happened this weekend that we'd like to talk about. So how about this? Cowboys corner Jordan Lewis says that Pittsburgh needs a receiver. On the way to the locker room, calls George Pickens weak. Yikes. And that game, as we talked about, was in a delay. And it was the longest day of games ever because the London game kicked off at 9:32 and the Cowboy game ended almost at 1 o'clock in the morning because of all those delays, which is crazy. So, coming down right now, Jabril Peppers arrested as he was charged with assault and battery and strangulation and possession of substance. Not ideal. So, there's going to be more to come out of that story. So LeBron and Bronny were on the court together last night, which was awesome. PJ Tucker stepping away from the Clippers as both sides work toward a resolution for his future. Jazz Chisholm apologizes to Angels fans as he realized he may have hurt some feelings in a recent interview. Vanderbilt trolled Nick Saban as he said that playing in Vandy wasn't hard to play. DJ Ugalele out for the season as he's undergoing hand surgery. That team's had the year from hell, as we know. So the SEC fines Vandy and Arkansas as they are penalized a combined $350,000 for field stormings after their upsets. The Raiders benched Gardner Minshew yesterday for Aiden O'Connell. That doesn't surprise me. There is tension on the Jaguar sideline as Gabe Davis reportedly had to be held back after yelling at Trevor Lawrence. That team's a mess. They finally got their first win. The Chiefs are eyeing wide receiver trades as the Jets wide receivers could be on Casey's radar if the Jets land Devontae Adams. Why isn't Devontae Adams on the Chiefs' radar? I mean, you would think that Garrett Wilson's off the table, so it's probably like Mike Williams or maybe even Lazard. CeeDee Lamb got $25,000 for 2 separate unsportsmanlike conduct violations, including taunting on a touchdown. The Saints are aggressive for Devontae Adams. The Commanders are a sleeper. How about this? The Packers suspend Romeo Doubs after missing 2 practices. And then he has trade suitors, but the Packers are not interested in moving him. Nico Collins got ruled out yesterday due to a hamstring injury. Devin Achane had a concussion. Aaron Rodgers admitted that he is playing through a low ankle sprain. Aaron Jones got ruled out of the London game because of the hip injury. Chris McCaffrey could return Week 7 as he can make a season debut against the Chiefs if his current progress continues without any setbacks. So we know he's not going to play against the Seahawks on Thursday night. Joe Flacco started against the Jaguars. Cooper Kupp is targeting a Week 7 return. Odell Beckham made his Dolphins debut against the Patriots. Brandon Cooks placed on injury reserve due to a knee injury. That's not good for Dallas. The Philadelphia Phillies bench Alec Boehm as Edmundo Sousa got the start at third base yesterday against the Mets. So UFC, Alex Pereira stays UFC champ as Poton defeats Khalil Roundtree by knockout in 4 rounds to retain the light heavyweight title. Jeremy Swayman got his deal done with the Bruins, so that's a big deal for hockey. Dave Roberts says that Clayton Kershaw is out for the postseason as Kershaw's toe injury is not improving. Shaded Sharp out 4 to 6 weeks as he suffered a small tear in his left shoulder. And that's it for the news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. You guys know it. I gave it away already. It's the Chiefs minus the points against the Saints. I just think the Kansas City is going to come out and play very well at home. Taylor Swift's going to be at the game. Joe Buck and Traken will be on the call. That place is going to be buzzing. And Mahomes on a Monday night at home. Only 5.5. Come on. I'm going to lay a 20th of a unit on the Chiefs minus the 5.5 against the Saints for my best bet at minus 110. Hope you guys have a great day, everybody. That was a fun show, and I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything, of course, as well.